Another proposed health care bill now being finalized by Democrats in the U.S. House of Representatives and could be unveiled as early as Thursday. Members of the House are still grappling about making a government insurance plan, the so-called public option, allowing states to either opt in or opt out. The House proposal also bans denying coverage because of pre-existing conditions and would require everyone to buy health care coverage. Now, a different health care proposal was already voted out of the Senate Finance Committee a couple of weeks ago and has not yet, though, been brought up for debate on the Senate floor.
Employees who have company-sponsored health insurance plans will be making important choices regarding their health care options. It's called the open enrollment season, and Joe Hickey, an independent broker with South Point Insurance, is here to shed some light on this issue. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we're clearly expecting premiums to go up. Let's take a look at some of these numbers here. Okay. This year, family premiums are going up 5%. That's well ahead of the inflation, which is actually down this year. And since 1999, family premiums have gone up more than 100%. So how are employees reacting to these higher costs? Are they in fact switching to less expensive options within their company-sponsored plans?
I would say that most employees are looking at some alternative plans such as health maintenance organizations and consumer-driven high-deductible health plans.
Yeah, so let's talk about some of these options that they're choosing.
Sure. We can begin with a consumer-driven health plan, which is a high-deductible health plan, typically of a $2,500 deductible or more, coupled with a health savings account, where both the employee and the employer will contribute into that account. And over the long run, healthcare costs typically will decrease. The employee still can maintain their provider network of doctors and hospitals. You also can accumulate money towards future expenses, and employees can take advantage of tax deductibility savings.
And we're also facing higher deductibles across the board, right?
Absolutely.
And take a look at some of these numbers here. In 2009, 22% of covered workers must pay at least $1,000 out of pocket for single coverage before their plan pays a share of bills, and that is up from 18% of employees last year and 10% of employees in 2006. So some of the issues regarding higher deductibles is that we're getting fewer benefits, right?
Absolutely. It's becoming more and more difficult for employers to offer quality health care to their employees at a reasonable price. So the easiest way to go for employers is to try to add higher deductibles and higher out-of-pocket expenses to help try to keep the prices level or equal for the employees. But unfortunately, employees then have to pay more out-of-pocket expenses. So there's no simple solution right now for health care.
And we're seeing the coverage go down, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, is it a significant downturn?
I mean, it wasn't that long ago when the average deductible for an employee was, say, $500, but now it's either $1,500 or $1,000 up to $2,500. So it's a very, very difficult thing for an employee to maintain the current program without making changes into an HMO or a high-deductible consumer health plan.
So is there anything that we can do differently when we're choosing between these plans to save money?
Well, absolutely. You know, when you're looking at the myriad of health insurance options out there, try to take into consideration, of course, plan selection, the network provider. But if you can get into these alternative plans, which is your consumer-driven and your HMO, if that works for you, that will definitely save money and perhaps enhance your benefit program. But if you need to stay within the current program, try to figure out ways that perhaps you can shop for better health care.
And any idea about how much in savings that we're looking at?
Well, if you go into a consumer-driven health plan or an HMO, usually you save anywhere from 20 to 40%. So it's a big savings. There is some reductions in benefits, but overall I think it's a good value.
All right, thanks so much for your insight. We appreciate it. Joe
Thank you.
Hickey, with an independent broker with South Point Insurance.